Microphone is on, yeah, definitely it's on. My name is Arjon Dunnewind, director of the IMPAKT Festival. I'm here actually to present the presenter to you, but also to tell you a bit about what's happening in this evening. This is the Buen-TEK Prize Ceremony. And let me briefly introduce to you what Buen-TEK is. To some of you, I might sound like a record with a crack, but we have a lot of new people in the audience. So just in a nutshell, Buen-TEK is this European South American cooperation project that IMPAKT has been in for the past 16 months, I think. We've organized residencies, of which the results are now also in the exhibition, but you can also see them in an artist talk that will happen after this presentation. Some of the other artists already presented at the festival. And Buen-TEK really is about Buen Vivir, this South American understanding of how we can live in a better understanding of each other, in a better relationship with our environment. And it's also connected to TEK, traditional ecological knowledge. So Buen-TEK was programmed around these ideas, and we invited artists to join us for residencies, but there was also a Buen-TEK Prize call, for which we received many applications. And actually this is the moment, this is the night where the prizes will be handed out to the winners. And we have 2 grand prizes. We also awarded 2 prizes of recommendations, and there were 3 honorable mentions. And I will not tell you yet who these winners are. That's the job of my presenter, the presenter of tonight, also my fellow curator, Edward Akintola-Herbert, with whom I had the pleasure to work together for the past months, more than just months, to curate this edition of the IMPAKT Festival, Techno-Ancestrality. And the jury that decided on the prize winners, on these 7 prizes actually that I just mentioned, was built out of the partners and the twins that made this Buen-TEK network that we have been in. And except for myself, there was Nathaniel Alvarez from Lichen Lab in the jury, Fabienne Moraes Borges, and she is from IO-USP LACO in Brazil, in Ubatuba, Elisa Arca from ATA in Peru, Ana Pinotti from ACTE in Spain, Lina Alvarez from Platejedro in Colombia. So it was a very much a European collaboration, a European South American collaboration. And together, I think, we had a very pleasant jury meeting in which we decided on the winners, nice discussions on how to understand these qualities of Buen Vivir and traditional ecological knowledge. And we came to an unanimous decision about which our presenter of tonight will tell you more. And I'm happy to hand over the microphone to Edward Akintola-Herbert. Please a warm applause for Akin.
Good evening once again. It's me again. I'm sorry, can't help it. He shoves me into everything, and then I always accept. But I really accept this honor of announcing tonight's awardees and honorable mentions. And I just want to first of all just say thank you to the entire IMPAKT crew, to my fantastic co-curator and all of the volunteers for the fantastic job they've done. Thank you. And of course to the audience for sticking through all of this. I mean, it really means a lot to us. Anyway, without further ado, I will announce the first grand prize winner. Voluspa Jarpa. So yes, Voluspa Jarpa, with this award, we honor an artist who reclaims history as a space of resistance. Voluspa is from Chile, and she works with archives, memory, and geopolitics to question how power is written and mapped. In Counter-Cartographies of Resistance, she reveals hidden structures behind official narratives, proposing new ways of understanding territory, identity, and knowledge. Her work transforms the archive into an active tool, one that challenges dominant perspectives and opens space for other histories to emerge. It reminds us that technology and knowledge are never neutral. Please welcome Voluspa Jarpa. I'm going to get the... One second, where is the... You want to...
Well, thank you very much. Me pone un poco nerviosa y me da un poco de vergüenza. Pero lo primero que yo quiero hacer es agradecer al jurado por este honor, agradecer a IMPAKT, a su equipo, a Bram, a Pietro, a Arjon, a Edward, a Mita. Ha sido un placer trabajar con ustedes.
I have my own. I'm a bit shy, and this makes me a bit nervous. But I want to start by saying a big thank you to IMPAKT, to the team, to Bram, to Pietro, to Arjon, to Mita, to Edward, to everyone here.
Y también agradecer a todas las personas que conmigo se ganan este premio, que es mi socio Edmundo Brown, a quien le debo mucho, a Millaray Melinao, la Machi que me acompaña y es parte también de esta obra, a Viole Moliné, a Valentina Pardo y a mucha otra gente que sostiene mi trabajo.
She's also sending a big thank you to a lot of people that has sustained her work throughout this process, to your partner, Edmundo Brown, to Millaray, Machi Millaray, and a few others. The names.
Y nada, solamente celebrar, me siento muy honrada, así que muchas gracias. Creo que mandé un video, pero...
She feels very honored, and I think she's sent a video that she would like to be played now.
Yes.
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 Así que, thank you.
Wait, I'm going to ask her questions. So
Okay.
Sure. Play the video.
Pueblo, feita tipulamian, fe laiman, welu inchinta muleyin. pual, cansado pual, urkutu pual, bueno ma puño que, bueno ma puchao. Pei peu ma meu, pelon meu, chapa ingan, sumuka pa ingan, kacham ka pa ingan, kanila wen, kanisume yatun, swam ingan na, tain kume ni yatun, tain kume ulkatun, pei ma fel, kuchal fel, kurufel, go, chayento, la wen, pei famingan.
Hold the bottom. You have to hold the bottom. Aquí. Este aquí. Ya. Vai cair. Vai cair y quebrar. Ok. Ok. Cuidado. Okay. Okay, everyone. Our first grand prize winner, Voluspa Jarpa. And before Elisa Cuesta, yes, please. Before she leaves the stage, I have to ask one question. Well, I think your artwork taught us or reminded us that geography is power. And what it means is that as long as land is tied to identity, then whoever draws maps has ultimate power. What made you come up with this idea for this work? What brought you to this idea of geography as power?
En realidad es un trabajo para honrar, ese es su objetivo. En América Latina, que es un lugar que yo amo profundamente y le tengo mucho respeto a su historia y a sus pueblos, vivimos procesos muy difíciles de poder representar.
It is actually a work that honors Latin America, which is a territory that I love, together with all its communities. And this work looks at, and that is going through different processes that are very tough and very difficult to acknowledge, to represent.
Y la cartografía, la contracartografía, es una respuesta al dispositivo colonial que es la cartografía originalmente.
And counter-cartographies are a response to this colonial device that has been operating.
Absolutely.
Y la idea de esta cartografía es que pueda acoger y recoger tanto los conflictos del presente como honrar a aquellos pueblos que fueron violentados, incluso hasta esta idea de la extinción, que en términos ancestrales la Machi Millaray dice que la extinción no es algo que exista.
And these counter-cartographies can, on one hand, account for the present conflicts, but also to honor the different peoples that have been violated and abused until extinction sometimes, even though extinction is something that Machi Millaray says it's not real, it doesn't exist as such.
Okay.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much. Now it's time to present the second of our two grand prize winners, Buen-TEK Grand Prize winners, Inty and Yauri Manuela Vega. This grand prize recognizes a practice grounded in repair and continuity between past, present, and future. Inty and Yauri Muenala Vega, work from Ecuador. Their research creation project entitled Rishpa Tigrashpa, Go and Return, Threading Past, Present, and Future, Art and Life, reflects the practice of weaving and the act of reclaiming indigenous names denied to Ecuador's indigenous people at birth as important forms of cultural restitution. Congratulations.
Muy buenas noches nuevamente. pues igual también con los nervios, con la emoción de estar compartiendo un espacio grande como este. Les agradecemos a IMPAKT, a cada uno de ustedes que han hecho posible de que estemos aquí, tanto para mí, mi familia y los que precedieron de nosotros. Es realmente un honor estar acá y representar a todos esos pueblos que han luchado y que siguen luchando por estar en un espacio y con dignidad. Muchas gracias.
Sorry.
Also with big emotion, but also a bit of nerves, he's saying a big thank you for sharing this space, big thank you for IMPAKT and for everyone that has been making this possible, for family, for all the people that preceded. And it's an honor to be here representing all the peoples that did this journey first and before ourselves.
Alituta, Machicuna. Muy buenas noches con todos. Ahora, después de 3 días y más de estar con ustedes, gratos amigos en el corazón, John, Brown, Peter, Meet, que estuvimos en contacto virtual, estuvimos presentes aquí para celebrar.
Good evening, everyone. After these 3 days and more that we are here, now with all these friends that we carry on our head, after long conversations online, that we are finally here.
Y no estuviéramos acá si no hubiese sido por la lucha de nuestros bisabuelos, abuelos y padres.
We wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the fight of our grandparents, and parents.
Pacta, pacta, juntos, juntos por el bien común, un proyecto que abraza la diversidad de las luchas de los pueblos. Nosotros somos de Ecuador y Ecuador tiene una diversidad de pueblos. Y en agradecimiento a los abuelos que lucharon, queremos que mi padre esté presente acá y le invitamos a que esté presente este momento. Sus luchas, nosotros damos continuidad. Muchas gracias.
This journey is possible, and we are here together for the common good of everyone, also especially because of the diversity of the different fights of the different peoples that have done this before, especially in Ecuador, and that's because they are welcoming their father here today for opening this pathway as well.
No. Yes. Cuidado. Yes. Yes. And Una pregunta. I'm mixing up my Portuguese and my Spanish, so let me quit while I'm ahead. Just one question, and I hope it's simple. What is common between weaving and naming that made this work possible?
¿Qué hay de común entre hilar y nombrar que ha hecho este trabajo posible?
El tejido es una tradición entre los pueblos de toda América y el todavía continuar con el tejido ha sido bastante importante. Y el recuperar los nombres desde unos 30 años es como se va hilando la vida también. Entonces para nosotros los nombres y el tejido siguen conjuntos, como igual también siguen las luchas de nuestros pueblos.
Textile traditions are common to many peoples in South America, and therefore to continue the textile tradition has been connatural to also the path of recovering all the names and weaving life together. Weaving and naming and reclaiming the names are parts of the same process.
Wow. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Okay, and well, just before we present the final award to and the honoree who's present, we just want to go over some of the people who couldn't make it to this ceremony, but who did win, well, in one case an award and honorable mentions.
Very quick.
Let's start with no. One slide back. Yes. Okay. Well, we have two prizes of distinction, as Ariane told you, and well, the prize of distinction to one awardee who is not present is Leonel Vasquez, Colombia, and the title of the work is Cuna de Humedales. And for honorable mentions, yes, we have 3 honorable mentions. And first is Imaginary Atlas, Amazonia, by Gabriela Bila from Brazil. Second honorable mention is Interspecies Architectures with Native Bees by João Machado from Brazil. And Geography of Equinoctial Plants, Counter-Taxonomy and Relational Ecologies by Juan Cortés from Colombia. Okay, and now for our final award presentation to the awardee who's present, which is an award of distinction, one of 2 that we awarded. And that goes to Tin Ayala, well, El Alto Aesthetics, represented by Tin Ayala, who's present. This prize of distinction goes to a collective that brings energy, urgency, and celebration into the heart of resistance. El Alto Aesthetics, represented by Tin Ayala, works from Bolivia, where art, community, and everyday life are deeply intertwined. Their practice moves from performance, music, and visual culture, creating spaces where identity and politics are expressed collectively. Through humor, festivity, and presence, they challenge dominant cultural narratives and reclaim visibility on their own terms. Their work reminds us that resistance can be vibrant, communal, and alive. Please welcome Tin Ayala of El Alto Aesthetics.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Yo quisiera decir unas palabras porque yo vengo en representación del colectivo El Alto Aesthetics.
I would like to say a few words because I'm coming as a representative of the collective El Alto Aesthetics.
Es un colectivo que está conformado por 12 personas
It's a collective made up of 12 people.
y tenemos acción desde el 2022 en El Alto, Bolivia.
And we are active between 2022 in El Alto in Bolivia.
Lo que nos interesa es la acción local y cómo nosotros negociamos con las instituciones del norte global para realizar acciones en El Alto.
We are interested in local actions and in how we negotiate with institutions in the global north to make actions possible in El Alto.
Más allá de prácticas artísticas individuales, pensamos que nosotros podemos generar un proceso social colectivo localizado en El Alto.
Beyond our individual practices, we think we can make happen a collective creative process happening in El Alto.
Y es por eso que damos la prioridad a trabajar desde las reglas del contexto local.
And therefore, we prioritize working from the rules and customs of the local context.
Y negociamos y desarrollamos tecnologías de negociación para llegar a una justicia reparativa con entidades que hacen parte de una historia colonial.
And therefore, we develop technologies of reparation that make account for reparative justice with institutions that represent a colonial heritage.
Exactly. And you can see our work. Pueden ver nuestro trabajo después en el Artist Talk arriba.
Then you can be able to see more about his work in the performance that takes place upstairs later on.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations.
Wait, I'm review.
Okay, and final question. Very simple again. How do joy and celebration function as political strategies in your work?
We think that the Andes were built over celebration. Celebration is the moment where you can start a dynamic and an economy behind just a social gathering. Celebration is the beginning of an economy, a creation of a community, and we believe that was also for us at the beginning a way to earn money to do cultural action. So at the beginning it was just earning money, and then at the end it became a social and a political project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now, call. Shall we? Just call up all the awardees for a photo op, please.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, and now we have a bit of a surprise for you. Yes, a surprise. And I need to warn people present that we will be using strobe lights. So if you're sensitive to strobes, yes, please think of stepping outside. Okay? But I will say no more. Oh my God.
Racial hierarchies have shaped our history. They defined roles in society based in our ancestry and skin color. In Andino America, racism was the starting point of colonization. We would not exist if the colonizer had not violated an indigenous woman. We are the result of a history of classification. Today, this logic didn't disappear. Constantly, between cultural institutions and immigration offices. But I still don't have a residence permit. I am invited to participate, and I am questioned and controlled. I am actually a bastard son of the Latin America colonial project. I am not here to perform folklore or to present a simplified narrative of oppression. I am here to point out the current reality that my colleagues of El Alto Aesthetics are not present because they didn't have the correct passport to move freely. Estoy aquí para abolir las fronteras. I am here because I reject the idea that immigration office can define my presence in this territory. The walls, the policemen, the passports, and the borders resguardan a well-being that is built over saccage histories. ¿Y qué pasaría si todos vendríamos de Europa? ¿Acaso la persona que hace la limpieza sería una persona latinoamericana? ¿Acaso la persona on the top of the cultural institution will be a white European?
I'm not sure if this is the end, but I guess it is. I hope it is. And otherwise I would be in a danger zone again. Yeah, let's see this as maybe a closing moment for the festival. Tomorrow there's another day where you can join tours that we organize together with the artists in the exhibitions at IMPAKT Center for Media Culture and at BAK Basecamp. Actually also, right after this ceremony, you can enjoy 3 artist talks that we'll organize in the attic of resident artists, but also Tin Ayala. If you're wondering what this was all about, he will give a short artist talk. So if you want to know more about what Tin's practice is and El Alto Aesthetics are doing, yeah, join us in the attic right after this session. And then, even after that, Tin will do a DJ set. So in the bar, you're all invited to that. And one of the organizations I want to thank, I wonder what they will think of the performance of tonight, because that's the European Union that made the Buen-TEK project possible. So, not sure how they are going to respond to the video of tonight's event. Apart from the European Union, we also want to extend thanks to the Creative Industries Fund, to the Mondriaan Fund, to CIFO, and to the Cultuurfonds, Kaaf Heijnfonds. So these are the funders. We want to extend thanks to all our partners and sponsors. Of course, to Theater Utrecht, that has been hosting us for the past. The gemeente Utrecht, not to forget. Thank you, Bram. Gemeente Utrecht also. Theater Utrecht, that has been hosting us for the past 4 days actually. But most of all, maybe I would like to say a big thanks to all the artists and all the organizations present here, the crew, the volunteers, and of course you as the audience that has been here with us. It was a wonderful experience. So please, a warm applause for all of you and all of the funders and helpers. You're free to go to the artist talks, to the bar. Enjoy.